Hi guys, me and Mao are gonna read you a book called Hooway for Wodney. Hooway for Wodney Wat. Wodney Wat is that little mouse right there, okay? And Wodney Wat talks funny. His name is supposed to be Rodney Rat, but he talks funny. He says Wodney Wat. See? So in this book, Wodney's at school and they get a new student who's a bully, right, Mom?
Yeah.
She's very mean and she tries to bully Wodney, but because she doesn't understand what Wodney is saying, he ends up winning, right, Mao? Mm-hmm. He ends up making her so mad that she runs off and never comes back. And it's funny because he's not trying to be mean, right, Mao? Mm-hmm. He just talks funny. So let's read the book, okay? Pay attention to the words and pay attention to the way that I read it so your reading can get better, okay? This is called Hooway for Wodney Wat.
Hooway for
Ready?
Wodney Wat. Look
at the picture. He's on his bed and he's looking at a book. Okay? It says, poor Wodney Wat. His real name is Rodney Rat. But he couldn't pronounce his R's. To make matters worse, he was a rodent. A wodent. He's a rat. That's what rodent means. Hey, look at this picture. It looks like other rats making fun of him. Let's see what the story says. It says here, "What's your name, Wodney?" asked the other rodents. "Wodney Wat," whispered Wodney. "What's another name for Bunny?" they asked knowingly. "Wabbit," he mumbled. They make fun of him. Look at this one. "And how does a train travel?" They winked at each other. "A twain travels on twain tracks," Wodney replied miserably. He's sad because he knows they're making fun of him. Isn't that sad, Mom? See? That looks like the teacher. And it looks like they're eating their cheese together and Wodney's not with them. Let's see what the text says. It says, all of this teasing day in and day out made Wodney the shyest rodent in his elementary school. His squeak could barely be heard in class. He gnawed lunch alone. Aw, that's what's happening there is he's eating by himself. You see it over here at the end? That's very sad.
Yeah, they're being mean.
Look at this picture right here. Where's Rodney? He's in the middle and no one's playing with him. See?
Oh, that's
Let's
sad.
read the text. It says, "And while the other rodents scurried and scooted about at recess, Wodney hid inside his jacket." Oh,
poor Rodney.
I feel bad for him too.
Yeah, this is kind of sad.
It is sad.
Next time we're gonna pick an example.
Okay, well, let's finish it. Oh my gosh, look at this big old thing. I read this book already. That's the bully. Then one day, as the rodents were taking turns doing wheelies, a new rodent, a very large rodent, barged into the classroom and announced, "My name is Camilla Capybara. I'm bigger than any of you. I'm meaner than any of you. And I'm smarter than any of you." Then she added, "So there." Look at this little girl. And they're all like, "Oh, what is going on?"
Even the kid on the wheelie is looking at her.
Yeah. She walked in real scary.
Oh, and poor Rodney is kind of scared, I guess.
Look at this girl. Stepping on their tails. She's squishing them.
Squishing
Let's see. It says, with that, she accidentally on purpose elbowed an ear, bumped 2 noses, stepped on 3 tails, and lay down on a desk. Fur prickled in fear through the classroom. She sure was bigger than any of them. She sure looked meaner than any of them. Was she smarter than any of them? Look at this girl. I hope neither one of you behave like that in class. You see what she's doing?
Not me.
She's on the desk hollering, yelling. Let's see what the text says. Ready? It says, What's 2 plus 2? Asked Miss Fuzzleworth. 4, shouted Camilla Capybara, without even bothering to raise her paw. And furthermore, 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16, and 243 plus 125 is 368. Later, when Miss Fuzzleworth asked, What's the capital of? Camilla interrupted. New York, Albany, population 295,594. And during science, in answer to the question, what part of a plant is below the ground, Camilla Capybara danced on her desk and sang, Root, root, rooty toot toot. Yep, thought all the other rodents. She's smarter than we are too. They felt very, very, very uncomfortable. See what happens now. What is she doing? Every afternoon, just before the final recess, Miss Fuzzleworth drew a name from her hat to see who would be the leader for their favorite game, Simon Says. She scrunched her eyes closed and jiggled the hat. Would it be Hairy Hamster? Mini Feet Mouse? Grizzle Frizz Guinea Pig? Could it be big, mean, smart Camilla Capybara? Miss Fuzzleworth's paw reached in and pulled out the name of Wodney Wat. The bell rang. There was a wild scurry for the door, and Camilla Capybara was the first one on the playground, having trampled the others in her path. You see, they're all smooshed up because she ran over them to get out. To Wodney Wat, she looked especially scary. What would she do when she heard him speak? Breathe capybara breath in his face? Or tie him up with his own tail? Or even pounce on him? What do you think she's going to do to him? Let's see. Oh, poor Wodney. He's sad and scared. Let's see what it says. The tiny, trembling leader of the game stood before the eager players, his head well inside his jacket, and squeaked, Wodney Wat says we the sign. While the other rodents read, P.S. 124, Elementary School for Rodents, Camilla began pulling up weeds around the sign, wildly flinging them hither and yon till she was clear up to her teeth in dirt. The other rodents began to smile. Why does she pull the weeds instead of reading the sign? Why, Mal? I think she doesn't know that Wodney Rat talks funny. So she thought he meant for all the kids to take out the weeds. Now look, let's see what happens now. Now we already know that she made a mistake in her understanding. Let's see what mistake she makes now. Wodney says Wap your paws around your head. He peeked a little peek out of his jacket and saw whap, whap, whappity, slappity, whap. Camilla was whapping her paws around her head so hard she became dizzy, gave herself a headache, and had to sit down. The other rodents couldn't help listening. See, Rodney said, wrap your paws around your head. But Camilla didn't understand, so she started whopping herself. She started hitting herself because she doesn't understand the way he talks. Look, let's see what they do. Let's see what she has them doing now. Wodney says, play wing around the wosy. Camilla put her arms like wings and made an airplane noise.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be funny.
But where was the wosy? What was a wosy? There is no wosy. It's just that Rodney Rat talks funny. Oh my gosh, let's see what she has him, what she thinks now. By now, Wodney's voice was stronger and his head was entirely out of his jacket.
Oh,
Wake the leaves. Nobody moved. Wodney says, wake the leaves. While Harry, Many Feet, and Grizzle Frizz and the others busied themselves raking, Camilla Capybara grabbed one leaf. Wake up, she yelled.
oh my goodness.
Look at this girl going crazy trying to wake up the leaves. She snatched another one. Come on, you. Up, up, up. And another rise and shine. And another boo. By now, all the rodents were squealing and laughing. All but Camilla, who frowned. Stupid leaves. They won't wake up. And why was everyone laughing at her? Such bullies.
Oh.
In a voice so strong, he had to hold his own ears, Wodney called, Wodney says go west. The rodents collapsed in a happy heap for rest. Go west. Camilla Capybara, feeling very smart that she could tell directions by the sun, said, all right, I shall go west. And then she added, so there. West she stomped. Forever she was gone.
Oh.
And from that day on, the pupils of PS 142 Elementary School for Rodents never teased Wodney again. He was their hero.
Oh, yay.
Woo,
Rodney's
woo.
so great.
Hooway for Wodney Wat, they cried. Woot, woot, woody, woot, woot, woody, toot, toot. Did you like that book? Wasn't it funny? It's kind of sad at the beginning, right, Mal?
Yeah.
We don't want anyone to be bullied. But Rodney ended up becoming the hero because she didn't understand what he was saying. I love this book. It makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I do feel bad for Camilla Capybara a little bit. But it's still a good book because Rodney stood up for himself.
I don't care for her at all.
We love you, boys. Have a good
Bye.
night.